Hello, my dear students. How are you? Hope you are fine. And now you are staying at home with your parents. Once again, welcome to my online class. I am Sharan Kumar Barua, assistant teacher of English, Chittagong Government High School. Dear students, today I am going to take a class for the student of class 10, and it is on English first paper. Okay. So my dear students, before going to the text, let's see some images on the screen. My dear students, now you can see an image on the screen. Do you know the person? I think most of you have heard of him. Yes. It is the picture of Sharan, popularly known as Master of the Sharan. You know that Master of the Sharan was a famous anti-British movement organizer in Chittagong. You know that the British ruled over our country for about 200 years. They exploited us and oppressed us for a long time. Master of the Sharan, along with his associates, started struggle or fight against the British. Master of the Sharan dreamt of a country which would be free from British colonial rule. And for this, he sacrificed his life. Okay. Now we will see another image on the screen. Yes, my dear students, you can see the image of Pritilota Wadidar. She is also famous for her sacrifice. She also sacrificed her life for the independence of Indian subcontinent. He was also an associate of Master Sharan. Pritilota also dreamt of a country which would be free from British colony, and he also dreamt of a society where there would be no gender discrimination. Master Sharan assigned Pritilota to attack the famous Pahartuli European Club. Let's see the European Club, okay? Dear students, you can see two images on the screen. This is the picture of then European Club. Master Sharan assigned Pritilota to attack the club for its notorious sign at its entrance. So my dear students, by this time you have understood what we are going to discuss today. Yes. Today's topic is they had dreams. Let's see. So our today's topic is they had dreams part 1. So my dear students, go to unit 10, lesson 3. Today we will know about Pritilota Wadidar. Okay. Before starting our text, let's see some learning outcomes. Okay. Dear students, on the screen you can see some learning outcomes of this unit. After we have started this unit, we will be able to listen for specific information, participate in conversations and discussions, understand and narrate problems, take and give interviews, and last one is complete a grid. So these are the learning outcomes that we are going to learn after completing this unit. Okay. Now we'll move to some activity. Okay. Dear students, on the screen you can see the activity number B. The instruction is you have to read the text. I think all of you have textbook in front of you. You have to read it silently. As you are at home, you can read it aloud. Okay, so let's start. I think all of you have textbook in front of you, but those who don't have text book, I'm reading out the text for them. Okay, let's start. Pritilota Wadedar was born in Chattogram on 5 May 1911. She was a meritorious student at Dr. Khastagir Government Girls School in Chattogram and Eden College, Dhaka. So Pritilota, she was from Chattogram, and she was a very brilliant, meritorious student of Dr. Khastagir Government Girls School, one of the leading school of the country, and Eden College. It is also a famous college of Bangladesh. Then she graduated in philosophy with distinction from Bethune College in Kolkata. That means she had her graduation. She completed graduation in philosophy, and he made a very brilliant result, as it is a distinction here from one of the renowned college of West Bengal, Bethune College. In her college days, Pritilota was an activist in the anti-British movement. When he was a student of college, from that period, that time, she was involved in anti-British movement. All through her life, she dreamed of two things: a society without gender discrimination and her motherland free from British colonial rule. As I told you earlier, that she dreamed of a society where there would be no discrimination between men and women, and our motherland, that means her motherland, would be free from British colonial rule. Okay. So she decided to fight against the British rule. So she took a decision to fight the British rule. Soon after, Pritilota became the head teacher of Nandan Kanun Aparna Charan School in Chittagong. That means after completing her education, she joined one of the renowned schools of Chattogram named Nandan Kanun Aparna Charan School. Gradually, she involved herself in Surya Sen's armed resistance movement. Then she engaged herself in Surya Sen's armed resistance movement. That means Surya Sener Sashostro Protirod Andolan in Bangla. Okay. Surya Sen was a famous anti-British movement organizer and a revolutionary activist in Chattogram area at that time. Surya Sen was a famous anti-British movement organizer. তিনি সূর্য সেন ছিলেন একজন বিখ্যাত ব্রিটিশ বিরোধী আন্দোলনের সংগঠক এবং রেভলিউশনারি অ্যাক্টিভিস্ট এবং বিপ্লবী কর্মী ছিল in Chattogram area at that time, ওই সময়ে চট্টগ্রাম অঞ্চলে। Okay, in 1932, Surya Sen planned an attack on Bhartali European Club. In 1932, Surya Sen made a plan to attack Bhartali European Club. Why? Because the club was well known. The club was familiar for its infamous sign at its entrance. There was a sign which is very notorious or infamous at its entrance, and for this infamous sign or notorious signs, this club was famous. At its entrance, at the entrance of the club, there was written, "Dogs and Indians not allowed." That means the British compared the Indians to dogs. So it was an insult for us. That's why Surya Sen planned to attack the club. Surya Sen assigned Pritilota to lead a team of 10 to 12 men to attack the club. So Surya Sen gave responsibility to Pritilota to attack the club. The attack was successful, but Pritilota, dressed as a man, failed to get out of the club. So the attack, which was led by Pritilota, was successful. That means Pritilota became successful attacking the club, and he was at that time, at the time of attack, she was dressed as men, and failed to get out of the club. But he couldn't get out of the club because at one stage, Pritalata was seriously wounded by the bullet of an wounded English soldier. That's why she failed to get out of the club. Then she committed suicide by taking potassium cyanide. Then she took decision to commit suicide by taking potassium cyanide to avoid arrest. She didn't want to be arrested. That's why she committed suicide by taking potassium cyanide, which was potassium cyanide was a very poisonous chemical. She proved that women can walk like men. Through her sacrifice, she proved that women also can work like men. She also proved that women too needed to be prepared to sacrifice their lives for freedom from the British colonial rule. And through her sacrifice, it was proved that, or she proved that not only men, women also needed to be prepared to sacrifice their lives for the cause of independence. Okay, her dream finally came true. At last, the dream of Pritalata came true, successful. The British rule came to an end. British rule came to an end in 1947. That means we became independent in 1947. But it is unfortunate that she couldn't see it during her lifetime. So by this time, we have completed our text. I think you have understood the text. Now we'll move to the next activity. Okay, let's see. In activity number C, instruction is, look at the instruction. Read the words in column A and match them with the meanings in column B. So there are some words in column A and their meanings in column B, but the meanings are in a jumbled order. So my dear students, you have to match the part of the sentences correctly. You have to match correctly. I think you'll be able to do it. So it takes a few minutes to complete it. Okay. So my dear students, try yourself to match the grid. Okay. Dear students, I think by this time you have done it. Now match your answer with me. Okay. So in column A, first word is graduated. The graduated will be matched with took a university degree. Graduated means took a university degree. Okay. Okay. Next word is activist. Activist means a member of a certain social or political group. একটা সুনির্দিষ্ট সামাজিক বা রাজনৈতিক দলের সদস্যকেই কর্মী বলা হয়। So activist means a member of a certain social or political group. Then movement means activities. Movement means activities. Next, gender discrimination. Gender discrimination, that means inequality between male and female. Gender discrimination means inequality between male and female. That means disparity between male and female. নারী এবং পুরুষের মধ্যে অসমতাকেই বোঝাচ্ছে লিঙ্গ বৈষম্য, gender discrimination. Okay. Next word is colonial rule. Colonial rule means a kind of rule by a powerful country over a weaker country. Colonial rules rule by a powerful country over a weaker country. Next word, combat. Combat means fight. Combat means fight. Next word is gradually. Gradually means slowly. Gradually means slowly. Resistance. Resistance means battle. Resistance means battle. প্রতিরোধ, resistance, যুদ্ধ. Okay. Then next word is notorious. Notorious means dishonorable. অর্থাৎ অসম্মানজনক. Notorious, কুখ্যাত. That means notorious, infamous. That means not famous, dishonorable. Okay. Last word is the sign. Sign, that means to keep responsibilities. Keep responsibilities is will be matched with a sign. Okay. So, my dear students, I think your answers are okay. Now we'll move to the next activity. In activity number E, in instruction, look at the instruction. Now make questions from the substitution table and match the answers. So you can see a grid on the screen. There are 4 columns and some words are there. You have two types here. At first you have to make a question, then you have to match the answer with the question. Okay. So one is done for you. When was Pritilata born? So you have to make the questions in this way. When was Pritilata born? First question is, one is done for you. When was Pritilata born? So answer you have to match from the column, last column. So answer will be on 5 May 1911. That means the question is, when was Pritilata born? And the answer is, she was born, or Pritilata was born on 5 May 1911. In this way, you have to match, you have to make the question and also match the answer. Okay. So if we do in such a way, the next question will be, can you say? Yes, next question will be, where was she born? Okay. Next question, where was she born? Where was she born? So answer will be, she was born in Chattogram. Where was she born? Answer will be, she was born in Chattogram. Right? I think you did it. Next, so then let's go to the next question. What did she graduated in? What did she graduated in? অর্থাৎ কোন সাবজেক্টে তিনি স্নাতকোত্তর ডিগ্রি লাভ করেছেন? What did she graduated in? So the answer will be in philosophy. So answer will be, she graduated in philosophy. Okay. Next, why was Pritilata born? Why was Pritilata born? That means what was Pritilata born for? কেন জন্মেছিলেন? আমরা জানি যে তার অ্যাক্টিভিটিস, তার জীবন বৃত্তান্ত দেখে মনে হচ্ছে যেন তার জন্ম হয়েছিল ব্রিটিশদের সাথে ফাইট করার জন্য. Why was Pritilata born? So answer will be to fight against the British rule. So why was Pritilata born? So answer will be, Pritilata was born to fight against the British rule. Pritilata, why was Pritilata born? She was born, or Pritilata was born to fight against the British rule. Okay. So we'll move to the next question. What was the Bartoli European Club famous for? What was the Bartoli European Club famous for? That means, why was the Bartoli European Club famous? কেন এই ক্লাবটা বিখ্যাত? So answer will be, it was famous for its notorious sign. What is the sign? Dogs and Indians not allowed. This is the notorious sign, and for this sign the club was famous. So the question is, what was the Bartoli European club famous for? What for means why. So the Bartoli European club was famous for its notorious sign, dogs and Indians not allowed. Okay, so the next question, what will be the next question? Oh, look at on the screen, look on the screen, who assigned প্রীতিলতা to attack the club? কে দায়িত্ব দিয়েছিল প্রীতিলতাকে ক্লাবটা আক্রমণ করার জন্য? So here auxiliary verb no need. So who assigned প্রীতিলতা to attack the club? So answer will be, it was Surya Sen. So Surya Sen assigned প্রীতিলতা to attack the club. Okay, next question, how did প্রীতিলতা die? How did প্রীতিলতা die? So answer will be, প্রীতিলতা committed, or she committed suicide by taking potassium cyanide. So how did প্রীতিলতা die? প্রীতিলতা died, or প্রীতিলতা committed suicide by taking potassium cyanide. So these are the answers, and these are the questions and answer. I think you will be able to do it. Okay, now my dear students, we'll move to the next activity. Here, read an activity. An instruction is, read, you have to read the text again and fill in each gap with suitable word based on the information of the text. Okay, read the text again. You have to read the text again and fill in each gap with a suitable word based on the information of the text. Prithilata was a great dash. She was born in Chattogram. She was a student of extraordinary merit. She had her dash in philosophy. During her college life, she took part in the anti-British movement. She was a supporter of dash. She dreamed of exploitation-free society. So she got herself dash in Surya Sen's armed resistance movement. In the disguise of a man, she dashed an attack on the Bartoli European club. So, my dear students, I'll give you a few minutes to think over it and to fill the gaps. Okay. Okay, my dear students, I think now we have done it. Now match the answer with me. Okay, Prithilata was a great what? Prithilata was a great answers. Look at the answers. Prithilata was a great patriot. Prithilata was a great patriot. So answer will be patriot. Deshpremik chilo. She was born in Chattogram. She was born in Chattogram. She was a student of extraordinary merit. খুবই মেধাবী student ছিলেন তিনি. She was a student of extraordinary merit. She had her dash in philosophy. She had her, what will be the right answer? Yes, she had her graduation. She had her graduation in philosophy. That means she graduated in philosophy. She had her graduation in philosophy. দর্শন শাস্ত্রে তিনি স্নাতক ডিগ্রি লাভ করেছিলেন। She had her graduation in philosophy. During her college life, she took part in the anti-British movement. কলেজ জীবনে উনি ব্রিটিশ বিরোধী আন্দোলনে অংশ নিয়েছিলেন। She was a supporter. Samarthak. She was a supporter of cash. So, supporter of Surya Sen. She was a supporter of Surya Sen. She dreamed of exploitation free society. তিনি স্বপ্ন দেখেছিলেন শোষণ মুক্ত সমাজের। তিনি একটি শোষণ মুক্ত সমাজের স্বপ্ন দেখেছিলেন। She dreamed of exploitation free society. So she got herself engaged in Surya Sen's resistance movement. So she got herself involved, or we can write involved or engaged. Okay, she got herself engaged or involved in Surya Sen's armed resistance movement. তাই তিনি নিজেকে সূর্য সেনের সশস্ত্র প্রতিরোধ আন্দোলনে যুক্ত করেছিলেন। সূর্য সেনের যে সশস্ত্র প্রতিরোধ আন্দোলন ব্রিটিশদের বিরুদ্ধে, সে আন্দোলনে তিনি তাকে নিজেকে জড়িয়েছিলেন। ইন দ্য ডিসগাইজ অফ এ ম্যান, পুরুষের ছদ্মবেশে। ইন দ্য ডিসগাইজ, ছদ্মবেশ, পুরুষের ছদ্মবেশে। ইন দ্য ডিসগাইজ অফ এ ম্যান শি ড্যাশ অ্যান অ্যাটাকড অন দ্য পাহাড়তলি ইউরোপিয়ান ক্লাব। তাহলে তিনি একটি আক্রমণ পরিচালনা করেছিলেন। তাহলে শি ল্যাড, so answer will be led, L-E-D. So she led an attack. She led an attack on the Pahartoli European Club. Okay, I think your answers are similar to me. Okay, those who are a little bit weak, you can match the answer with me. Okay, now we'll move to the next activity. My dear students, by this time we have come to the end of the class. Before going, there is a homework. You know that we escape an activity, and it is activity number D. So activity number D will be your homework. Instruction is you have to write the answer of the questions. So let's see what are the questions. Okay, first question 1, where did Pritilata fight? Next, question number 2, when did she fight? Question number 3, why did she fight? Question number 4, what was Pritilata's profession? And the last question is, what do you learn from Pritilata's life? I think as you have gone through the text, I think all of you will be able to answer will be able to write the answer of the questions. So this activity will be your homework. You have to write down the answers in your notebook, and we'll see your writings when the school is open. Now we'll end our class. Hope that we'll meet soon. Till then, stay safe, stay home, stay safe. Thank you very much.